Just hiking along and spotted a brown 4-point. Walking up to the brown. Looks to be a nice one. We'll have to glass all this, but look at that. Oh, it's a good one. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's a nice brown. Good 4-point. Walked up on a side by side. There we go. Oh, that is a giant. Oh my god. Oh, it's a little. It's fine. Let me switch these. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is a monster. Good job, bud. There's a 3-point right there. It's right in the center of the screen. Just coming up to the shed now. Across the creek bottom. On this hike we already have 2 other 3-points, so this might be the match to one of them. But we'll see. If it's hard white, it might be a match. It looks like it is one. It's a pretty good buck. Yeah, it's a good one. Yep. Not a bad buck. Just looked up and spotted another shed on this hill down at the base of it. This might be a match to something, but it looks like another. Don't know how big it is or not. Let's see. Oh, it's a hard white. I think it's small. We'll take it. Yep, little hard white. Pretty nice though. That makes 2 for this trip so far. Just looked behind me and spotted a 4-point. Laying tines down. I think I also have another one up on the hill I gotta go get. Oh, it's a brown. Nice. Not a bad shed. Not a bad shed. I like that color. Oh yeah. Sweet. Let's go get that. Coming up to this other shed. It's a 3-point. Hard white. Not too bad. Yeah. Looks good. Remembered my camera this time, but just looked up. We're on another hike and found one. There it is. A little older looks, but hey, I'll take it. Oh yeah. That is a nice 3-point. Dang. Finding a lot of 3-points, but yeah, it's a nice one. Chalky, but we'll take it. Just coming right through here, trying to get around down to go lower, and I walked across this. Looks like a hard white. It's just in this sagebrush, absolutely buried. I was walking down that creek bottom, coming down, and looked under it and found it. Yeah, not too bad a one. Maybe 2 years old. Not too bad though. We'll take it. Just walking through here. Just happened to look down. Walked up on a little fork. Looks like a, well, I don't know. Maybe a brown. Maybe last year's. Can't tell. Keep going. Just walking by. I look down by my side. Just slightly behind me. And spotted that right there. It's a 3-point. Walk right to it. Oh yeah, it's old, but that's cool. It's actually, oh, it's the same side as that other one I have right there. But it looks close to the same. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna be close to the end of this hike. Got 4 so far. So I'm gonna go over the sheds. It'll kind of be in order, kind of not, just basically per hike what we got. So the first one was this brown 4-point. He's kind of narrow on these forks, but he's a nice overall brown. Has a decent eye guard. Overall pretty nice. And then we got the big set, which is this. It's huge. Camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's just an absolute monster buck. Has some pretty good eye guards. Got a good eye guard on that side. This is the left side. Then he has a pretty good eye guard on this side. It's a triple eye guard. Don't really see that much. And I measured him out because this is the biggest side, and he was from base to the top point. He was from here to here 21 inches, and then basically from right here to the end he was about 18 inches. So overall he was just a massive old buck. But yeah, probably about a 3-4 year old shed. There's that triple eye guard base again. And so the next shed was this tall white 3-point, just a hard white. Overall a good buck. He was just sitting right out in the open, just in like the most open stuff, most obvious shed you could see. So it is the first one I found on the next day's hike, so it was kind of a relief to finally find another one. This is the other one, just randomly looked over from my right to my right, and he was laying right there under a bush. It is another hard white. I think we've pulled about 5 hard white singles out of that one area. So it's kind of crazy. And yeah, just singles, didn't match any up on that one. But then this is that 4-point brown. It's a nice, just wide points, just overall nice buck. Has a good eye guard, as you can see. Big old base on him, kind of gnarly right there. Yeah, overall nice. I just looked over to my side and he was just tines down facing me. I was like, whoa. And then on the video, here's the other hard white 3-point. And I didn't really get this very good, but yeah, he tried to get a little kicker off right here. But he's a cool buck. Yeah, he was up on the hill, just looked over and he was sitting up there. And I was like, what the heck? You know, I was walking on the hill, never saw it, dropped down, got the 4-point, looked back up, and there was a 3-point laying there under a bush. But yeah, so that concludes that morning hike, which would be technically day 2, but we only did half a day the day before, and then that was the first hike. Then the second hike, I found 4 sheds, and so here's the first one. It was that tall 3-point. He's just overall a cool buck. Haven't seen many like this. It's a chalk, but that other 3-point I found at the end of that hike looks like it's the same year, or same side, just year before. And he got really massy and taller on this one. But on this one, the year before, he had a giant eye guard. And so that kind of made, you know, me think he wasn't the same buck. But if you look at the bases, they kind of have the same bases, and on the back they don't have any of that extra stuff. So which makes me believe that they're the same buck, just different years. Here's that bigger one again. Massy, taller, no eye guard. And this is shorter, not as massy, but he just had a big eye guard on him, so yeah. And then I have two more sheds. So that 4-point, I was just walking down a little little creek, and this was just laying under sagebrush. He has a knobby eye guard right there. Yeah, it's a 2-year-old shed. Just looked over and he was laying there. It's a pretty nice one though. Take any that you get. And then we concluded, this is that fork and horn. I just looked down. I was hiking, looked down, and he was laying there. It's actually a brown. He still has a little bit of velvet on this front point, but it's kind of weird because he almost like rotted right on the back right here. It's all coarse and stuff, which is weird. But he still kind of has that like wax ring on the base, and he just has the color of a brown. But yeah, so that was the smallest one. Yeah, that was the sheds for video 1. I got one more video coming out with another, I think 10 or so sheds that I found. So yeah, that'll be out eventually. So yeah, I'm going to upload this one, and then this will be part 1, and then part 2 will be out probably in a week or so. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.